I'm Brooke Alexander. I'm the 2024 Mississippi Fellow for Visual Arts. So at my core, I'm a painter of life, and so it's important to me to paint from life and then just about my daily interactions with life. And so that means that I go out into the landscape. I do interior work as well, and so I'm in these spaces, but I just drag my things everywhere and set up in the spaces. It deepens my sight in a way that working just in my studio doesn't. It creates an intensity within the painting because I'm working against the light and against the weather, particularly in the summer in Mississippi. It's hot and sticky and there are bugs, and there's something strange about that I really like, that I'm having to struggle to concentrate and to work against the wind some days and rain and animals that I run into in the woods. And but then there's also always that undercurrent of literature, because I'm always reading something new. I'm rereading things, and those characters and structures are always bleeding into the landscape that I'm seeing in front of me. So William Faulkner is deeply embedded in my work, but then I also, the last couple of years, I've been really obsessed with Robert Macfarlane's work, and he does a really beautiful lyrical job of bridging together the history of a land and the myth of a place and the folklore embedded in it, but then also thinking about the archaeology of the place, as well as the fact that pigments come from the soil. And that really reframed some of the way that I was looking at landscape, of like, I'm recreating these landscapes with pigment that had come from the land, knowing that there's a little bit more of a natural process with that oil pigmentation and then just the body of it. I also like the lingering of oil paint, that you have to wait so patiently for it to dry. And I've worked in oil for a long time, so I started working in it in Alabama. And then when you move to Mississippi, some days are so humid that I have to wait weeks for a painting to dry in these particular temperatures in Mississippi. And so you have to be so patient. So it became somehow more of an intense medium as you're trying to work on it in Mississippi, where the air is actively against you in this curing time. I love when a figure, I try with each individual work to decide how much of the figure to reveal and how much to conceal. And so some of the works have very little just references to the figure that are moving through the space, or that have left things in the space, or you have to kind of dig them out and find them, that maybe an animal is more the forefronted presence, and then you're looking deeper and finding the figure in it. And then other times the figure is very present at the foreground or the forefront, and figuring out how to speak to the relationship of us as we make marks on the land, digging our way in and changing things and altering, but then also the way that that land makes marks on us.